Welcome back to MCW Breakthrough. This is your main event. Brent Tearing here alongside Ricky Owens. The Tag Team Championships are on the line.
And the dominant team of Pat Brink and Alec Odin looking to get their first opportunity at the MCW Tag Team Championships.
We are just under 4 weeks away from that May 15th Spring Fever pay-per-view on Fight TV. Folks, this is the first time you can see MCW live at home. Do not want to miss it. The Hardys, OGK, and all your favorite MCW superstars. Speaking of favorite MCW superstars, rather, you got Alec Odin and Pat Brink. They've really made a quick climb of the ranks, have they not?
Well, when you look like that and you dominate everybody in your path, of course you're going to get up there pretty quick. But then you got these two that have been on quite a roll of their own.
They've been sitting pretty here ever since winning those tag team titles. Members of the Trade, Robert Locke's twisted, sadistic plan to take over MCW and professional wrestling. One brainwashed MCW superstar at a time.
But you can't go against the results, though. I mean, they are holding those MCW Tag Team Championships.
Robert Locke promised if they sacrifice Myles Hawkins and Killian McMurphy, sacrifice their singles careers for a tag team career, they would be champions. He made good on that promise, but I know Alec Odin, Pat Brink, they've made some promises of their own. And they've said before 2022 is out, they are going to be MCW Tag Team Champions. And
ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall. And it is for the MCW Tag Team Championship. Introducing first, the challengers at a combined weight of 505 pounds. The team of Pat Brink and Alec Odin. And their opponents at a combined weight of 405 pounds, representing the Trade, they are the MCW Tag Team Champions, Myles Hawkins and the Shamrock Shooter, Killian McMurphy.
Look at the confidence, look at the swag, and the Tag Team Champions. You think these guys have been around for 20 years.
Well, of course they're going to have a little bit of confidence and swag to them. They are undefeated as a tag team, but then again, so are Pat Brink and Alec Odin.
Pat Brink, of course, taking Alec Odin under his wing is sort of a mentor-mentee relationship, the same thing that our MCW franchise, RJ the Bruiser Myers, did for Pat Brink a number of years ago. Of course, that's his way to pay homage. It's also Pat Brink, one of the best, closest friends of the late Shad Gaspard. He's returned to wrestling to pay homage to Shad as well. And what better way to honor the memory of your fallen friends than winning tag team gold? I know Alec Odin has no complaints about having a reinvigorated Pat Brink on his side. As you see, first contact, you're not going to win strength test with Alec Odin, are you, Ricky?
Oh, of course not. Like they've said, 505 pounds between Pat Brink and Alec Odin, it's just pure muscle.
That's a lot of beef. There's a lot of ham hock. Another collar and elbow tie-up. I mean, I don't even think Alec Odin can scratch his own back at this point.
And Killian McMurphy definitely does not want to have his head in between the pec and the arm of Alec Odin.
Popped Shamrock Shooter's head right off.
Pulled the mohawk, though, and yeah, it didn't really work out too well for him.
I think the strategy on the part of Killian and Myles, they've been both these teams have been a tag team the same amount of time, I believe. Similar amount of success. One happens to have the titles, obviously, but they have to use that speed, that quickness, that cunning. And keep in mind, the Trade isn't far off. I've seen them scathing, slithering, sliding about the State Theater here in Havre de Grace. And what the hell? I mean,
I'll say, I'm seeing Killian McMurphy not seemingly taking Alec Odin too seriously, and definitely not something you want to do with somebody who looks like Odin.
Yeah, I thought he was cunning, but he may not be smart. Speaking, of course, of Killian McMurphy. Yeah.
As you said, not too smart, and Alec Odin just tripped him up.
Oh! Alec Odin. This man is on a tear. One of the more popular rising superstars here in MCW. The tag out to Pat Brink. Pat Brink, 20-year veteran of the professional wrestling industry.
Myles Hawkins probably did one of the smartest things and tried to get the jump on Pat Brink.
Yeah, he just smothered him, came on him, didn't give any breathing, any reprieve, any respite onto Pat Brink with those shots. And now Pat Brink with a double axe to the chest. Myles Hawkins is an incredible athlete. The vertical leap on him. He can jump from practically the center of the ring to the top rope. Oh, it's not going to do him any good with Pat Brink's boot in his face.
Well, this definitely has to be one of the toughest tests of the trade in Pat Brink and Alec Odin.
Based on sheer size, on sheer muscle mass, strength, these guys are just completely outmatched.
Well, you also got the power of Alec Odin, and you got the experience of Pat Brink. That's a pretty formidable team.
Folks, you got to be here live to witness MCW taking the immense Pat Brink and Alec Odin. They're huge in person. Wait a minute.
Are they trying to leave?
They're trying to tuck tail and get out of here with their MCW titles. Pat Brink and Alec Odin going to retrieve the champs. Man, they got this one in the bag, it would seem. Cool, calm, and collected are Brink and Odin.
Then you got Killian and Myles trying to beg off. They tried to get the jump on him. Didn't exactly work, though.
This has been just a damn...
You want to call it a mugging?
Showing, yeah. It's just been a showing, a highlight reel for Alec Odin and Pat Brink thus far. And they're doing so at the expense of the MCW Tag Team Champs. Somewhere in the back, the trades leader, Rob Locke, is blowing a gasket.
About to say, there's no way he's happy about what's being done to his tag team champions.
Both men down, both men out. They need to go, take a break, open the playbook, and figure out exactly what strategy they want to employ next, because whatever they're doing right now, it ain't working.
Yeah, but Killian and Myles, they have found a way to win before. I mean, they actually won the tag team champions from Black Wall Street and retained against them. So they have what it takes. Oh, that Pat Brink, though, wasn't paying attention.
Watching the paint dry. Man, that is a rookie mistake on the part of the young veteran. I was surprised to see that. Of course, talking about Pat Brink. Hold on, the cover. Hooking the leg is Myles Hawkins. 2 count. We talk about Pat Brink being a veteran. Alec Odin, a relative newcomer. He is not in his rookie year, but he's got about 2-3 years in the industry, so...
Not too far off from being some of these newcomers that break through.
Right, he's still attempting to break through in his own way, but he's a lot closer than a lot of the hopefuls you will be seeing on this show and the future ones.
And while you bring up Alec Odin, Myles Hawkins actually is also in his first year of competing in professional wrestling.
It's almost unfair how good Myles Hawkins is at this point in his career. 1 year in, and he's probably the most gifted athlete on the entire MCW roster.
Oh, no doubt. I mean, that's one of the reasons that he was able to obtain the MCW Tag Team Championships with Killian McMurphy.
He, of course, played AAA ball, almost played for the Cardinals, I believe, at one point.
I believe he also said the Padres as well.
It may have just been the Padres. You know, when you don't have the facts, sometimes you just make them up. Cover.
Anyway you look at it, Myles Hawkins, a very gifted athlete.
Oh, man, did you see that with the shoelaces across the head of Pat Brink? Pat Brink did not allow it to register because he's not going to get punked by this young kid.
Myles Hawkins definitely shouldn't be toying with somebody the caliber of Pat Brink. Oh, right there, DDT.
Yeah, but Brink looks like there's a little ring rust maybe. I don't know. He looks a little gassed.
A little worse for wear.
Yeah, he may be running out of fuel here and desperately looking to need a tag out of his corner.
And who better to bring in than Alec Odin?
Cody McMurphy did not have much luck originally. Oh, that Myles Hawkins just minding his business there. Got his head taken off. Look at this. The impact.
Oh,
the power.
spine buster.
Unmitigated. Raw bone strength.
What do you like to say about Alec Odin? He's the gorilla in a man suit.
The gorilla in a man suit. Going up.
Oh. That's someplace we see Alec Odin go to. Whoa!
What did we just see? The cover? Oh, man, we almost had new tag team champs. That was a second rope moonsault out of the 250-pounder.
I believe that's the first time we've ever seen him do something like that. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Tossing him like a small child. Alec Odin, Myles Hawkins.
Hey, this...
Oh! No. Keener's down. Keener's down. Very, very rarely do we see senior official Mike Keener in the wrong place at the wrong time.
I don't think he was in the wrong place. I think Killian pulled him in front of him.
That does not surprise me, and here comes the cavalry, the trade, Robert Locke, Eric Martin, Portia.
Doing what they got to do to keep the MCW Tag Team Championships in their camp.
They have told any competitors, if you want these titles, you're going to have to tear them away from our cold, dead hands. And they're showing they meant what they say and they say what they mean. Look at Eric Martin, 6'4".
Wait a second. Oh, Black Wall Street's back! Black Wall Street!
The Paperman!
Oh, and they're chasing Eric Martin and Portia out of here.
The Blackjack Tripper, Frolic, tracing the trade out, but Robert Locke.
Yeah, look who escaped.
Like, reminds me of Ted Bundy up there. He's just a creep. Both men got the titles, do the trade. They missed with those title shots. Keener's still down. Look at this! Stereo!
Oh, powerbomb! Terrific powerbomb!
The covers, 2, 3!
Oh, we have new champs!
New champs here on Breakthrough!
And MCW Tag Team Champions, Pat Brink and Alec Odin.
What do you say to that, Ricky Owens? Our first episode of Breakthrough. And we have brand new MCW Tag Team Champions in Odin and Brink.
The dominance of Brink and Odin continues as they are walking out of Breakthroughs and walking in to MCW Spring Fever, MCW's first pay-per-view as the Tag Team Champions.
I am Brent Terry for Ricky Owens. This has been Breakthrough. We'll see you on pay-per-view at Spring Fever Fight TV. Order it now.